Okay, so I want you to just picture the average server room for a second.
Mm.
You know the one. It's cold, it's loud, and just walking through it can be a total nightmare.
Oh, absolutely. Crash carts everywhere, cables you're tripping over. It's organized chaos at best.
Exactly. And you've got monitors just like balanced on top of servers. It's not efficient.
That physical clutter really does translate to mental clutter, especially when you're under pressure.
Right. So today we're looking at a piece of hardware that's designed to fix exactly that problem. We're doing a deep dive on the NTI RACMUX-4K17-N-4HD18GB.
Yeah, that name it's a mouthful.
It really is. It sounds more like a randomly generated password.
It does.
But when you look at what it does, it's basically the Swiss Army knife for rack management.
That is the perfect analogy, actually. The whole mission here is about density. The question is, how do you cram a high-end control room experience into the tiniest possible space?
And this thing is the answer. It's a 4K KVM drawer that takes up just 1 RU of space.
And that 1 RU form factor, that's really the main headline.
1.75 inches, that's it. For a 17.3-inch monitor, a full keyboard, and a trackpad that just slides away. It's thinner than a pizza box.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's built for that environment, too. We're talking rugged steel, a durable powder coat finish.
So it can take a beating.
For sure.
Yeah.
But the real engineering magic, I think, is what's inside when you slide it out.
Okay, so let's get into the display. Because rack monitors are, let's be real,
They're usually tracked.
they're terrible, right? Low res, dim, you can barely read a BIOS screen on them, but this thing is pushing 4K.
Yeah, a full Ultra HD resolution, 3840 by 2160 at 60 hertz. It's a massive leap.
At first, that might sound like overkill. I mean, nobody's watching Dune in the data center,
Yeah.
but I can immediately see why that resolution is a game changer for an admin.
It's all about information density. Think
Yeah.
about modern dashboards for virtualization or network topologies. They're complex.
Right.
With 4K, you can basically have 4 full 1080p windows open at once on one screen
Yeah.
with no weird scaling issues.
And that's the key. If I'm troubleshooting at 3 in the morning, I don't want to be alt-tabbing between a terminal and a log file and a dashboard. I want to see it all at once.
Exactly. You need the full context.
Yeah.
And speaking of the physical side, there's this one detail I found that's so underrated. The torque friction hinges.
I saw that in the specs. It sounds a little bit like marketing fluff, to be honest. Does it actually matter?
Oh, in a rack environment,
Uh-huh.
that matters a lot. It means the monitor doesn't wobble when you type. It won't spring back at you.
Or slam shut on your fingers if you bump it.
Precisely. It stays exactly where you put it. It's a small thing, but it's a huge quality of life and, frankly, a safety feature.
It's those little details that separate enterprise gear from the cheap consumer stuff.
Totally.
Now, it's called a RACKMUX, so we have to talk about the MUX part. It's a hub, not just a monitor.
Right. So this specific model, the 4HD18GB, it has a built-in 4-port KVM switch. So HDMI and USB.
So you can control 4 different servers right from that one drawer.
Yep. And if you need more, the series lets you daisy chain switches to control, I think, up to 16 computers.
You could run a whole row of racks from this one little drawer.
Theoretically, yes.
Okay, that brings us to the elephant in the room, the price tag. I looked it up. It's listed at around $3,500.
Yeah, it's steep.
That's a serious investment.
It is if you're comparing it to like a desktop monitor, but you can't. You have to look at the MTBF, the mean time between failure.
Okay.
This unit is rated for over 26,000 hours of continuous use.
So you're paying for reliability.
For the uptime.
You're paying for the guarantee that when everything else is on fire, the one tool you need to fix it will actually turn on. Plus, think about the cost of data center floor space. Condensing your control hardware down to 1U saves money over time.
That's a great point. It's OpEx versus CapEx. Okay, so to sort of wrap this all up, we have a device that gives you high-res control, multi-server management, and it's built like a tank. And then it just physically vanishes into a 1-inch slot when you're done. It even auto-shuts off the screen when you close it.
It's that James Bond-style gadget for IT. It's there when you need it and completely invisible when you don't.
Exactly. The ultimate inefficiency.
You know, that brings up kind of a cool question, though. As our digital worlds, our software interfaces get more complex and more high definition, does that mean our physical hardware needs to become more invisible?
I think that's exactly where we're headed. We want all the power and control, but none of the physical clutter that used to come with it. The best interface is the one that gets out of your way.
Something to think about next time you're looking at your own messy desk. Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.